Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day.
We're sitting extra special clothes today in honor of the romantic day that it is. And, you know, this is the thing. I think a lot of people get really bitter if they don't have a significant other in their lives on Valentine's Day. But, you know, Valentine's Day is about love, and love encompasses everything from children to parents to sisters and brothers. My sister was the first person to wish me a special Valentine's wish this morning, and that made my day.
Oh, yeah, it's still fun. You know, my dad, he sent me a little Valentine's card, and my grandmother, so it's always good. It's good. Even if you don't have an extra special someone in your life, have a friend who's going to just treat herself to a spa day.
Oh,
I think that would be the best treat of all.
That's a really good idea. And we want to say that obviously it's a big floral holiday. A lot of people sending flowers today, and we want to thank Whole Foods for decorating the New Mexico Style set today with whole trade roses.
So we did get some flowers after all.
We did get flowers after all, Kristen.
Here's a look at some of them. And you know, the Society of American Florists tell us that, get this, 196 million stems of roses were grown just for Valentine's Day.
Just for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, and the majority of them actually came from Ecuador.
Really?
Colombia. So not even here.
That's really cool. Well, you know, I know that buying whole trade roses is actually providing healthier working conditions for all the growers across South America, which is a really nice thing to know.
Right, and the proceeds also support education and improve living conditions, so it's a good thing.
That is nice. Thank you so much, Whole Foods, and we want to remind everybody to remember to buy blooms with benefits. Blooms with benefits, sometimes better than friends with benefits.
Yes.
I didn't say that. This is a morning show.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. It's always fun to find the friends with benefits, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, let's check in on the news with News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez for today's headlines. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, hi there, Elizabeth.
So happy Valentine's Day to you both, ladies. Happy Valentine's Day to you at home. We start this morning with actually a school delay to tell you about real quick. Garfield Middle School in Albuquerque is on a 2-hour delay due to a power outage in the area. Again, Garfield Middle School is starting 2 hours late today. Also today, opening statements in what could be a landmark DWI case are set to start this morning in Santa Fe. Former State Police Sergeant Alfred Lovato is on trial for vehicular homicide. Lovato was the passenger in a car that hit and killed a pedestrian in Santa Fe in 2008. The car was driven by his friend and former high-profile attorney Carlos Fierro, who police say was drunk. He pled no contest to vehicular homicide. Prosecutors brought that same charge against Lovato, saying that he was also liable for the crash because he's a cop, and prosecutors believe that Lovato should have known better than to let his friend drive drunk.
It's quite unusual in the law to charge a passenger in this kind of case. It could increase the number of prosecutions for people involved in DWIs, conceivably.
Carlos Fierro, by the way, will testify against Lovato during his trial. The little girl involved in an Amber Alert last week could be back with her family as early as today. Jessica Smith is in protective custody in Albuquerque right now. Her mother, Kimberly Smith, is in jail in Santa Fe waiting to be brought back to Texas. Cops say Kimberly took her daughter Jessica from their home in Fort Worth last week. State police found them both near Tres Piedras on Sunday. Relatives actually told the newspaper in Fort Worth, that Smith is mentally ill and has threatened to harm her children before. The woman Governor Susana Martinez has appointed as the state's education secretary gets a bad report card. A poll done by superintendents across the state gave Hannah Scandera a D on her job performance. It basically asked them things such as training, leadership, and competence. Scandera was given Ds in 6 categories and Cs in the other, which had to do with communication. Scandera was nominated by the governor for the position over a year ago, but has yet to be approved officially by state leaders. All right, if you've put off buying a Valentine's gift for your sweetie, don't worry, because News 13's David Romero has a few ideas that should help to keep you out of the doghouse.
Some people say if it weren't for the last minute, nothing would get done. If you're worried that all the good gifts are taken, we've done a little homework for you. Giving your sweetheart a little me time is always a treat. Skin Bliss Salon and Spa in Albuquerque's Old Town says they're taking reservations all the way up to the last minute today.
It's very important that we're able to offer the last minute person that's looking for that special gift, just because we can get people in for that service that they might want, massage, facial. We do have a couple specials right now, packages for them to come in together.
If you haven't put in your order yet for fresh flowers to be delivered, you might end up with shriveled leftovers. Never fear, there are people in town who can help you score a perfect bouquet.
We're staying here till the end. We're staying here until all of our flowers are sold. So for the last minute shoppers that are out there that have forgotten, they can come get flowers.
Then there's the old tried and true gift. It's almost never too late for a box of chocolates.
Everybody's last minute on Valentine's Day. And I have the same people. It's really kind of nice because we always have the same people in our line on Valentine's Day. Some of them actually like to stand in line and wait because they know it's crazy in here.
After all, it is the thought that counts, right? For You Ask, We Answer. David Romero, KRQE News 13.
That's exactly right. It's the thought that counts, David. And in trying to make all these last-minute arrangements for Valentine's Day, we'll tell you also how to buy on a budget. We're going to post that story along with David's story on our website a little bit later today. Just all you have to do is head over to KRQE.com and click on the news links section. And that wraps it up for your Tuesday morning headlines. Be sure to start your day every day with Matt Morrow, Kristen, and myself on KRQE News 13 starting at 4:30. Ladies, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Elizabeth.
Happy Valentine's.
You know, I always think about cliches, and some of them are just cliches, but I think it is true, the thought that counts, because I wouldn't care. I mean, not to say I don't love diamonds. I mean, of course I do, but I would rather have a card or something that shows that somebody was thinking about me than have an extravagant gift sometimes. You know, just to know somebody thought of you and took the time to do something or write something from their heart, to me, that's everything, especially, I'm a card girl. Are you a card girl? I get real sappy.
Yeah, sappy cards are good. I love funny cards though. I always send out really funny cards, but still, I don't know. I get embarrassed sometimes.
You do?
I don't know.
I feel like a card is not a good card until it makes me cry. I have to I walk through the aisles, and if it makes me cry, it's a good card.
You're good.
That's it. Speaking of things that make me sad, of course, obviously we have to touch on the subject we've been talking about. Whitney Houston, a hearse under heavy police escort last night transported Whitney's body from Teterboro Airport to a New Jersey funeral home, and the legendary singer's body was flown home to the Garden State from California in actually Tyler Perry's private jet for a funeral that is scheduled for later this week.
And of course, we all know Houston was found unresponsive Saturday afternoon by her aunt in the bathtub of her fourth-floor hotel room at the Beverly Hills Hilton. An autopsy on the singer was completed Sunday. However, the coroner says the results are still pending. Although reports have been circulating that officers found prescription drugs in the singer's hotel room, police did not confirm that rumor during the news conference yesterday, so still a lot of unanswered questions and still very sad.
Still really awful, and still a lot of talk, like you said, and I know that right now there's some buzz about the possibility of a big public funeral, kind of like what they did for Michael Jackson, which, I mean, I cried for about a week after Michael Jackson's funeral, so we'll see what happens, and of course we'll keep you posted here. And on a lighter note, Fox's hit singing show Glee announces that it will be honoring Whitney Houston with a special tribute episode tonight. I can't wait for that.
Wow, how do they get that together so fast?
I don't know.
That is
It's amazing.
But very cool. Glee's very own Amber Riley, right? Met Houston just days before the Grammy singer's untimely death, of course, Saturday. Ironically, she was slated to perform I Will Always Love You in tonight's episode, so now we know. Fox has decided the episode, which was taped last month, will be turned into a last-minute tribute for the pop queen.
Oh my God, I get the chills because it's so ironic. And Glee's Valentine's Day episode finds Riley's character, Mercedes, entangled in a love triangle, forcing her to decide who her heart belongs to. And she's got an amazing voice. I can't wait to hear her singing that song. It's going to be great. The show is so good. It's such high-quality programming and so much talent. So I do highly recommend. Even if you're not somebody who's theatrical, it's still a great show to watch.
And of course, just during this time, it'd be a good time to watch.
Definitely pay some tribute to Miss Houston. And speaking of tributes, what better way to send a little tribute to Valentine's Day than to announce the 5 finalists of the New Mexico Dream Wedding Contest.
Yeah, and now it's up to you, our viewers, to vote for one lucky couple that will win a $50,000 wedding.
How cool is that? During the voting period, which is actually February 20th to March 4th, again, February 20th to March 4th, couples will hold fundraisers to raise money for the University of New Mexico's Children's Hospital. So it goes to a great cause.
It does. The winning couple is determined by the number of votes received, so get your votes out, and the amount of charitable contributions raised, and campaign etiquette. So mind your manners.
Yes.
Now let's meet the 5 finalists. Couple number 1 is Susanna May Gonzalez and Tyroy Wong Chan of Santa Fe.
Congratulations to them. And couple number 2 is Brittany Montoya and Jameson Strickland of Albuquerque. Congratulations, Brittany and Jameson.
Yep, number 3 right there is Marissa and Mark Romero of Rio Rancho.
And yeah, and look at they already got their veils on. They're so excited. And as we go into couple number 4, we've got Eva Christie Refeld, I think that's how you pronounce it, and John Michael Weaver of Albuquerque.
Wow. And
So
number
nice.
5, Mary Sol Angelica Fraga and Philman Louise Aragon of Albuquerque. So those are the 5 couples there. It's not a beauty contest, so there's a lot more to their stories. We have more information online, so go ahead and read up on them and then figure out who your favorite is and make sure you vote for them.
Don't just pick the couple that looks the most like somebody you're in love with or your own family members. Pick the couple that has a story that really moves you. I mean, I think that's what it's all about, is being moved by somebody's story and making it special for you, and therefore voting for them to have this opportunity. It's really wonderful, and you can go to nmdreamwedding.com for the Dream Wedding giveaway voting. And again, that's from February 20th to March 4th. So get those votes in.
It's going to a good cause and also to one of those couples, a $50,000 wedding. Wow, that is awesome. And of course, a special thanks to all the sponsors of New Mexico Dream Wedding. You can see them on the screen right there.
Lots of them. So many people participating in making this dream come true. So again, a very special thanks to all of the sponsors who are involved. We appreciate that.